In the first 4 verses of John chapter 4, we find that Jesus has determined to leave Judea in the southern part of Israel and return to his home region of Galilee up in the north. But there's this curious statement that John makes in verse 4 when he says he needed to go through Samaria. Now, a little geography lesson. See, at the time of Jesus, Palestine was divided into 3 sections. Judea in the south, where Jerusalem was, Galilee in the north, where the Sea of Galilee and Nazareth were, and then smack dab in between the two was the region of Samaria. But the Samaritans were not Jews. And in fact, the Jews hated the Samaritans, and so much so that when they traveled between Judea and Galilee, they would almost always go completely around Samaria to avoid having any interaction with the hated Samaritans. So even though Samaria would have been the most direct route for Jesus to take, it would not have been the one most expected. So why then does John say he needed to go through Samaria? Well, we're going to find out, because John in the next few verses is going to tell us about this amazing encounter that Jesus has with a woman at a well outside the city of Sychar in Samaria, where her life is dramatically changed along with everybody in her whole town, as well as the disciples of Jesus. And that got me thinking about my own life and my own faith journey, and about how I am so often so focused on what I'm leaving behind and where I hope to be headed, and the path I think is the best between the two, that I am often unavailable for the experiences I need to have, the lessons I need to learn, the people I need to encounter along the way. But see, with Jesus, it's always about the journey, because it's those things that we pass through along the way that make the destination not only possible, but meaningful. So how about you and I today decide together to choose not to be so focused on our departure and destination points and the route we think is best to get from one to the other, and choose instead to follow our Savior along the path of His choosing and drain every drop out of every moment along the way.